Hey doll fam, it's Amy. Welcome back to Amy Plays with Dolls, the destination for all things doll related. Today we've got another super exciting dolls to share with you, especially if you're a fan of the Strawberry Shortcake series. We have the new special edition Strawberry Shortcake that was the retro edition. Then I have my first release 1980 doll with the paddle hands, and then a later Strawberry Shortcake doll. Finally, the doll I unboxed in the last video, the new 2023 version of the doll. So we'll compare the old dolls to each other, then to the 2023 doll, and then finally we'll compare the retro version to the older doll, and then we'll get Plum Pudding out and we'll get her out of her box. We'll give her a good smell. Warning, she smells delicious. So yeah, she smells adorable, but you can't eat her. Anyway, we'll look at the packaging and the stuff that comes in the old doll too. Let's get that stuff out. Do you like looking at that? She even still had her little comb. This was before it was strawberry shaped. And I'm not sure if the postcard that was in here came with the doll or if it was something the owner included for me. But if I pull up her sleeve, you can see that the older hand has, again, what I'm calling a paddle shaped hand. And then the later, let's say the 89 release of the doll perhaps, has the pinky out and the cup-shaped hands. Both of the dolls, the hats seem to be the same size, same fabric. They look the same between those two releases, as do their dresses. Both of them have where the right sleeve of the dress is a little bit too long or longer than the left sleeve, so that must just be in the doll pattern. They have the same colored hair, and then both of them have sparsely rooted hair, tiny little ears, blue eyes, little nubbin of a nose. I think they're 4.5 inches tall. They're really sweet. I'd like to know what you think. Do you think they're cute? Did you get these when you were a kid? I was born in 69, so I was 10 going on 11 when these dolls came out. I actually think they came out for Christmas 79. Yeah, but maybe I'm wrong. Aren't they cute? So they have where the little apron part of their dress is just sewn to the skirt, and it's made out of a fabric that's not stretchy at all. And then they just are hinged at the hips, shoulders, and the neck. We'll get her shoes and her stockings off. Take a look at her little body and her feet so we can compare it to the new doll. I noticed the tights on the older dolls have a more narrow stripe on the tights. And then also these tights are really thick polyester. And back in the day, back in the 70s and 80s, that polyester tight fabric didn't have a lot of stretch to it, and neither do these tights. See, she's got white feet, so she can probably stand up pretty good on them. And her little dress ties with yellow ribbon in the back. And then hopefully I remember to leave the tights off so that we can compare her to the new doll. The older shoes have a little hole in the bottom of the feet where they had pegs to help hold them in. And I'm just looking, this doll looks the same. With the paddle hands, we'll compare her feet. Their shoes are exactly the same. And her feet look the same too. So those are pretty much just exactly the same. It looks like the only thing that they changed was the hands. And here's the advertising. They advertise all the little dolls and that little strawberry carry case. These aren't too expensive right now, secondhand on eBay when I looked. So if you're interested in getting some of the vintage dolls, I say pick them up now. That little gazebo is so cute. I saw somebody selling the gazebo with a couple bicycles, I think. It was so tempting. I wouldn't have anywhere to put it. I also checked out, there was that snail cart. Somebody had that little snail cart with the strawberry. Oh, that is so cute, that little snail cart. But yet again, where would I put it? Just make my display take up even more room. And then here's some of the original plush dolls, the full collection of the figurines. And then the little play sets that fit the figurines on that one. And then this little postcard, like I said, I'm not sure if the postcard was like a free gift from the person I bought it from. I suspect it came with the doll. Isn't that nice? I want to scan that in. I'm making a strawberry shortcake junk journal out of some of the packaging ephemera, and I want to scan in this vintage stuff. I don't want to destroy it. So I'll scan it in and just reproduce it in parts and pieces, not as a whole little booklet like this or anything. Aren't those fun, the different play sets? That bake set looks good. And then it was in 2 languages. If you keep going, it just flips over. But it looks like you could collect UPC codes or points or something from buying the different dolls and then get something free you could mail in. Wasn't that the day? Yeah, so it's in English and French, which I think is really cute. It adds to how cute everything is. Now that we've given those a good look at, oh, I don't think we looked at the box. So here's the new box is more, a lot wider so that it has room for the surprises. And of course the window shape is different. This has little strawberry artwork around the sides. And then the new one has strawberry shortcake illustration on the side. The older box has photography of the doll and the different play sets. On this side, the best of, right, of what I thought was on the little advertising pamphlet. And look at the little doll on the back. Isn't that just the cutest little thing? And then some of the other dolls in the collection. Super cute. And then the bottom is in French, which I think is fun. So in France, they must store them on the shelf this way. So that side would be out. It still has a little picture of her and everything. Super cute. I think it's amazing that they kept the box together and all of that. And then here's the artwork on the newer box. There's some doll photography, which surprises you get differ. I'd like to get the strawberry purse and the shortcake because I got the little lunchbox and the basket of strawberries. So that's what I'm rooting for. You can see the dolls at the bottom that they'll be coming out with. I believe you can pre-order right now Orange Blossom and Blueberry, the Blueberry Muffin. I had them on pre-order, but then I just thought again about how much money I've spent on dolls recently and then canceled my pre-order and thought I'll just wait and see if they go on sale. So look at this little doll, the 2023 doll. Her hair is darker, but in a way that looks great. It has more dimension and more different hair colors in the blend of hair. Let me give her a smell. She smells good. She smells really good. The older dolls still don't have any hair left. And even though it is kind of sparsely rooted, the newer doll, it's way thicker than the original hair. The plugs have a finer hair that's super, super soft on the new one. And then there's a lot more. Those bangs are thick and it feels really nice. The nose is a little bit different and we can see the skin color's different. The new doll is a 1/2 inch taller, has a bigger nose, it's yellower. I like the newer eyes better. I think that's definitely an improvement. Looks like the shoes are a different shape. Let's compare the hands. Look like the same shape of hand, but it's a lot smaller of a hand on the new doll. And then the new doll has a separate little apron that's out of a woven fabric, and then the top is out of a t-shirt fabric. But that's actually nicer than the original since it's a separate piece that is separate away from the skirt that's complete with this apron over the top. So that's nice. The shades of green are slightly different, but I really like the new doll and I approve of the changes that they've made. I think the only thing that I prefer on the older doll is the skin tone. That more pink skin tone, the as opposed to the more yellow skin tone of the newer doll. I think I prefer the pinker skin tone. But that's just me, you know, with the strawberries and all the red and everything. I feel like the pinker skin tone looks a little bit nicer on this particular doll. And then the shoes. We can see the shoes are a different color. See if they fit the older doll. They have the split up the back and the older shoe doesn't. Yeah, it definitely fits an older doll. So if you had an older doll missing shoes and you cared less about your newer doll, you could get a newer doll, steal the shoes or the parts that your older doll needs, fix her up, sell off the other one, or use her for spare parts. That's what I do. Got an eBay shop where I have quite a few spare parts in there right now. I hope to get a couple dollars for them, but if not, I'd just donate them to charity. So it's just a chance. Maybe somebody else can find use of them. Aren't these sweet? I like the white ribbon that ties in the back instead of the yellow ribbon. Her hair's pretty uneven and kind of choppy in the back. Boy, if I were LCS, I don't know if they manufacture, if they have all of their own machinery, but whatever machinery or method is being used to cut the hair, or if they're outsourcing that was my fear. It's like, ooh, whoever they hired to do this is not doing a good job, or the machine they have does not do a good job. Pretty consistently on all of the new dolls, it'll be much longer on one side and just very choppy. I don't know. I've had dolls' hair in a rubber band where I just cut the rubber band off and have it come out, you know, better than these look. So while I love the doll, it's a small thing. It doesn't bother me in the slightest, really. Although I'm commenting on it, I have the scissors. I just get the scissors out and tidy it up. But again, I more thought about, you know, if I was a doll designer, right? I dream. If I was a doll designer and I got my batch of dolls in and they all had messed up hair, I wouldn't be happy. Or, you know, if the machinery I bought to trim the dolls that I'm manufacturing, because say I'm LCS Toys and maybe they have all their own equipment or whatever, and that machine that I bought to cut the doll's hair did that to it, either way, I wouldn't be happy. So it's not a complaint about LCS, but probably something that I imagine they're not too happy about. But nothing wrong at all. I don't think kids would even notice. These dolls are for kids. For adult collectors, I like doing things to my dolls. I'm more attached to the dolls that get the little trims and the little fix-ups and things than dolls that I just take out of the box and prop up on the shelf. Although I like those too. That's pretty nice to get them out and admire them. I think we've given Strawberry a pretty good look at comparison. Let's get this one out of the box, look at our tree, and we will get to Plum Pudding soon here. We're on our way to Plum Pudding. I like opening them this way. It preserves the box for me to cut apart for my journal project. Those were the treats that I got last time, was the lunch box and the basket. And it looks like this time I did get the strawberry purse, so that's exciting. I like instant gratification. I love that I can just slide that whole little channel of prizes or surprises out and know immediately what I'm getting. And here's the strawberry comb. And also with Plum Pudding, what you get changes there. You can get also with strawberry, I think you might be able to get a clothing item or something. Maybe not. I think I'm confusing Plum Pudding. And the Rainbow Bright dolls come with a variety of surprises as well. So that was really fun. It did make, I have enough strawberry shortcake dolls, if you didn't notice, but it did make it tempting to want to go and pick up a couple more so I could try to get that missing little shortcake. If anybody would like to trade a basket of strawberries for a shortcake, I'm down for that. Message me. If you got 2 shortcakes and you want a basket of strawberries, the strawberries are cute. They're really detailed and so well made. I'll hold it up closer so we can get a better look at it. Look at that. It looks like you could eat them. It's incredibly detailed and well done. I'm not disliking that at all. I just want I want everything. I want the shortcake too. Once I saw that somebody got a shortcake, then I want that. I think the lunch boxes are the cutest though. as long as they come with a lunchbox is what I was thinking, because those are cute. And I think the lunchboxes come in different colors. So even if you got 2 dolls with a lunchbox, it might not be the same lunchbox for each doll. And it just makes it a lot of fun, you know. Again, if you get more than one of the dolls, or maybe on the second hand. I think since they've just been out a few months, they're probably not second hand yet. Those little stickers I'm going to use on my strawberry shortcake junk journal. I think I mentioned it on the channel here before. My other channel is Paper Moon Journals, where I make junk journals. So I've already started printing some things out, but I have some collaborations and a custom order, things like that. So the strawberry shortcake one got pushed aside. This new strawberry doll smells really good, and it looks like they gave her that orange, more orange toned hair color than like the traditional doll, you know. Then the new doll has the more red toned hair, and this one has the coppery color. It looks like whatever issue that the dolls had with the joints, where maybe they popped off, has been resolved. I gave this one a good going over and nothing popped off. I wouldn't let that bother you with the other dolls, though. It looks almost exactly like the original one. Can you tell the differences? Looks like the head's maybe a slightly different shape. They did a great job. I think they did a great job making it look like the original doll. The original doll is on the right, and then the reproduction doll is on the left. The first thing that I noticed is that the hat looks a lot smaller on the vintage reproduction doll than on the original doll. She still has that improved apron. I have quite a few videos coming up. I have a lot of footage hanging out on my phone that I'd like to get turned into videos and get posted, so I can delete that stuff off my phone. Once I've made it into a video, I don't want to have all the little ones. Well, let's go get Plum Pudding out of her box. Enough waiting. Here she is in her box. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to slide it out. I'm not going to do the surprise windows. I love how fast and easy these come out, that they're not all tied and tagged in a million places. And at a glance, I love her. She's even cuter than Strawberry Shortcake. Oh my gosh, look at the details. That printed detail and the lace on her skirt. Something about this shade of purple with the green, and then her blue hair, that bow. It has the same hair chopping problem that I mentioned before. Again, I've got my scissors here. We'll try to even it out a little. I'm not great at it, but one of the sides looked like it was the correct length, the length of the one in the promo pictures, and then the other side was much shorter. So I'm gonna try to chop this down. Let me speed past this. You probably don't care about me trying to trim the hair even. Okay, so I think I've skipped past the footage of me fussing with the hair. I might come back at it again, trying to get it even, because I'm not a professional, and I didn't wet it down, which did me no favors. Didn't take off her hat. That probably didn't help either. It looks like she has the same nice thick amount of hair that Strawberry has. And when I say thick relative to the original dolls. The original doll's hair was just so thin and so sparse. They used the same rooting pattern, but it's like they put a lot more hair in each one of the plugs, I think. It's so soft. I think maybe it's nylon. I don't know about these things, but it's good quality. It's much nicer quality hair than the old school doll has. And there's her little shoes. Again, it's got the split in the back, no hole in the bottom, but you could certainly use these shoes as replacement shoes if you had a traditional Plum Pudding doll. I like that the naked doll body has molded on clothes, because then she's never really naked. And if kids lose their clothes, then again, you don't ever have them just laying around naked. They at least have underclothes or something on. I like that dolls used to come with underwear. Am I the only one that's disappointed that almost none of the dolls have underwear? That it has to be a super expensive collector doll for her to have underwear or pantaloons on under her dress? I don't know. I'm really disappointed in that. I wish I'd bring back underwear for the dolls, please. The dolls need underwear. Don't want to just have their skirt come up or them on a high shelf and you can see up their skirt and it's just nude doll under there. You know, like, yeah, I don't like that. Don't really like the painted on underwear either. I want real underwear, but at least painted on underwear or something. Okay, back to what we're looking at here. She had a cute little berry-shaped comb, too. I like those little combs. I wish they'd fit in the lunchbox. I was really hoping for the lunchbox with this little doll. I like the little lunchboxes. Her little owl pet is so cute. I didn't bring Custard out. I have Custard, I just didn't bring it out. And then here's the little purse that came with this one. It's all right. I'd trade it for a lunchbox, though. Again, anybody want to trade? Anybody want to trade their lunchbox? Maybe they got an extra little plum pudding lunchbox. You want to trade with me? It looks like a bunch of grapes to me, but I guess it's supposed to be a bowl of plums. Her little purse is cute. I like it. I love everything about this doll. Aside from not getting the surprise I wanted inside, I love it. She's so cute. And this is probably one of the better surprises. This little hat. It's got a small little flaw where it was, you know, where it was cut, but I'm just going to trim that off. And I don't like it better than the hat she already has on. So for me, this was slightly disappointing. But if I had an older Plum Pudding doll that was missing her hat, I'd be delighted to have that. I'd also trade this hat for a lunchbox. Did you guys do that on the playground? Did you get to trade lunches or school lunch items? We used to do that at one of the schools I went to. They had what they called a trade table, and anything you didn't want you could put up on the table, and then, you know, you could grab things off that you did want. Occasionally there was some kid who was sick of Twinkies or cookies or something, and they would throw them up there. Boy, yeah, that might start a fight. Anyway, I'm rambling on, but all this talk about wanting to trade what I got for what other people got just got me thinking about the school playground. I like these little dolls. I think they're really sweet. Like I said, there's not much I would change. I think that vintage version is nice. I'm going to take a cue from that from the old one that I have that's kept in the box. I'm going to keep that vintage style one in the box next to the old one in the box. How many out of the box does a gal need, really? I did like to have samples of the different versions of Strawberry Shortcake dolls. I thought that was fun for the video, and they do look cute displayed in my room. Let me know if you've ordered any of these, if you're going to pick them up. Have you ordered the new ones that are coming out? The pre-order, the what is it, Orange Blossom and Blueberry Muffin. Orange Blossom and Blueberry Muffin are on pre-order. They're $17.99 on, I think it was Amazon had them available for pre-order. There's probably a few sites, but let me know if you picked any of these up or if you're going to pick up the new ones. Did you have them as a kid? I like them. I think they're cute. Happy doll hunting, everyone, and have a great day.